So I wanted to wrap up this series today. I'm not going to probably play any more of this on my channel. I just wanted to show it one time, and I'm excited that we managed to play through it together. Now, last time you recall, we have a ton of our ships moving over to Trethin, and the goal was just to kind of assemble here and then move south and take out the remaining systems. There's really only 3 left, and I think we're at war with them, right? Yeah. What are we even researching? Ground batteries? I don't even know if there's a point to do that. That's defensive and really don't need defense. I think I'm going to do phaser rifle. This will actually boost our ground combat. Is that better? I'm thinking this through, like what will I use in the remaining game time? You know, ground batteries are good in case the Terrans attack. We'll be able to pop some ground batteries on our planets, and that'll help a lot against them. Okay, we're not building there, so I think we're good. We got a bunch of transports made. We can go back to research here. We're in pretty good shape overall. It's our last couple of ships I think we put together here. We have a certainly large enough fleet at this point to do what we need to do. What do we want to build? Okay, that'll work. And we finished building ships here, so we'll go back to research. I think we have a very formidable army at this point where this is all going to be very simple for us. Just a matter of getting everyone there. I was tempted to get a new warp drive. What's it called? An antimatter drive. It would move our ships faster through space. But most of our ships are already there anyway, so I think we don't really need to worry about that. Holo simulator, okay. Yeah, this looks good. Every one of these command points, it says we're -9, so we have 9 more ships worth of command points, and we have star bases to control the ships. Is actually 10 gold reduced from our treasury, so we actually would be making like over 100 gold a turn, 100 BC, but we're losing 90 per turn because of we have just too many ships, so that's a little annoying. No easy solution for that, unfortunately. Let's get the antimatter drive now. Oh hey, Emperor Hissa has but a few minutes to spare for you, Supa. There is business to discuss. They want peace so bad that they're gonna give us a 10% tribute treaty. We will take that, and that's giving us a huge boost to our... Let's not build any ground batteries, we don't need to. I'll build ground batteries if the Terrans attack a planet. We have a few turns leeway before they'll get there. We can just quickly assemble it on any of those planets as needed. So we got a decent boost on our income there thanks to them, which is nice. Alright, I think it's our last... A state of emergency was declared when long-range scanners began tracking a huge, toxic, amoebic life form traveling at warp speeds through the galaxy, and our empire now controls 13 star systems more than any other empire. Yeah, we already knew that. So this guy's going to attack Chryslon. Well, in that case, let's build a ground battery here as soon as we're done building our big ship. And at our other planet here, let's also build ground batteries. Let's get them up and running. We should be fine defeating this guy pretty easily. We'll send it only takes 1 turn for our ships to get there, so we'll send them over in a moment. We're going to leave these guys on trade goods. We're going to generate some extra income through them to help shore up our money. Let's move over here. And ground batteries are complete. Sure, that's good. Alright, it's kind of fun to fight off the amoeba. And I also want to put all my ship officers. Let's hire this guy. We might as well. He's not amazing, but better than not having him. Titanium armor, Zortrium, Titanium, Zortrium. Alright. Let's put these guys on these ships. Let's do this guy actually. I'll make sure our biggest ships have our... commanders. Yeah, those laser ship ones are a little bit weaker. That's okay. We'll let them hang out. There we go. We got another big ship here. We'll put this up and just put them on research. It'll build eventually. Will this get here in time? Oh, nice. Good. All right, and ground batteries are built at both these, and we want this guy over here. All right, here we go. Combat with the space amoeba. It's not going to do a lot to us. I think we should be able to like really just wreck it. We have a lot of ships here, a fair amount of lasers and graviton beams, so yeah, easy. Okay, now let's move towards the enemy over here. How many transport ships do we have? We have 8, so that's good. We're in decent shape there. A new antimatter drive will travel a little bit faster, which is always handy. Phaser rifles will help our ground combat, so let's grab that. Alright, so they have 3 battleships and a destroyer, a battle station, a missile base, and a fighter garrison. It's a little scary, to be honest. It's a fair amount of stuff. I think we should be fine engaging them anyway. I kind of want to scout around and see what their other star systems have. Anything that's kind of weaker might be easier to take on. Oh, here we go. We can just invade this one. We have 32 infantry to their 3. We have a huge combat bonus over them. So we, annihilated them. Oh, this guy's good. This is one of the best officers, or one of the best colony leaders. He costs a ton, 930 BC up front and 10 BC a turn. That's with a discount from having some of our famous leaders. But he is hugely beneficial. These guys are mad. We're just going to click through it. Let's not conquer them. We'll leave them. We're going to start building up our defenses and productivity. We'll get this. This should help a lot. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to figure out which colony of mine has the largest population. Chrysalon 2 and Altair 2. Okay, so we're going to put some leaders on. I want to dismiss this lady. I like to keep one spot open, like I said, at all times. We're going to send this guy to Chrysalon and this guy to Altair. And sure, we'll send this guy to Elvrad. This guy actually doesn't do anything on a specific planet. He improves experience points for all of our ships in like the whole fleet everywhere on the map per turn, and his famous will increase the chance of recruiting good officers and reduce the cost of recruiting them. So it doesn't really matter if he's on a star system. He doesn't do anything anyway, as far as I know. They're sending their fleet over here, so I'm gonna attack them now before they get a chance to actually move their fleet in. And we're just crushing them. We're gonna lose a few guys here, but we lost 3. If you click, it just speeds it up. And we got a mass driver, just kind of an older laser cannon, and we're not going to use it. No, we're not going to conquer them. Alien Control Center. Let's do Marine Barracks and Terraforming. I want to get this so this planet can build its own food quickly. Alright. And then these guys, unfortunately for them, are going to land here and just get wrecked very quickly, it looks like. Unfortunately for them. Let's get a few more freighter fleets up and running. Here. Make a little more food, too. We're a little short on food and freighter fleet, so this is going to help a bit. Select combat. I'll just do an auto. The problem is, these guys have no shields, and they have titanium armor, which is the same armor we started with at the beginning of the game. So we just can mow them down. We have mid-technology level ships and beam weapons, so we can just crush them. They're just a pushover, and they do have a shield on their planet, at least here, like a radiation shield, which helps. But they actually survived that round. That's a battleship, battle station. They have a little more health than the star bases. But yeah, they just don't have enough technology to keep up with us. So like there we lost 1 infantry. We wiped out everything because we have just better technology than them. Range miss unit, that'll probably go on our star bases automatically. And it reduces your chance to miss from beam weapons. When you get new technologies like this, they're automatically placed onto your star bases and battle stations to some extent. It depends on the technology. We can't actually outfit our battle stations, it's not up to us. The game has an automatic system for it. Alien Control Center, Marine Barracks, Factory. That all looks good. Can we buy this? No, don't have enough money. We're kind of broke-ish right now. Like usually by this time in the game we should have more money, but I was so aggressive with the shipbuilding that it kind of reduced our income significantly. Now this is their homeworld, Sla 1. They have 26 population, it's a huge population. So if we take this out, it's gonna wipe out like a third or more than a third, like probably 40 to 50% of their entire population, because all I have left are 3 planets anyway. Well, yeah, it should be an easy one. I don't think we lost any units. Oh, we have the phaser rifle now, so we have even more of an advantage. Picked up some more technology from them. Yeah, so we discovered phaser rifle that turn, so it's useful for us in that combat, which is awesome. Doesn't really matter. I think we're gonna win before we finish this. Let's do this. Let's build a few more freighter fleets. And let's put everyone on food production, because we're like actually really short on food right now, since we just picked up so many of these new colonists. Okay, let's buy this. Cool. And we continue our reign of terror on them. But yeah, we're pretty much wrapped up now, so one more turn and we'll win this game. Anyway, I really love Master Orion 2. It's a really fun game. This is on normal difficulty, so it was a lot easier than it could have been. If you go to hard difficulty, it's a bit more of a challenge. You can put up to 7 enemy players in a large solar system. But if you, or a large galaxy, let's say, but keep invading. So it can be challenging, it really can. If you go to impossible difficulty, they actually get advantages. Like it's literally the computers cheat, and I think they get like more gold per turn, more research per turn. Like there's certain things that are just, it's actually like the statistics in the game are tweaked to benefit them. So it's not just that they play smarter, they actually have legitimate advantages, which is kind of cool. So it can be very challenging on impossible. So if you think this was too easy, you know, don't worry. There's a lot more challenge available to you. We didn't even take on the Guardian of Orion. He killed us earlier in the game, a couple episodes back, very quickly. But he's actually very challenging. Okay, we're gonna invade. I'll let this combat play out. You can see them getting picked off on the right. And destruction. And so after this, it'll load up the victory scene, because now we've taken the last planet of our last enemy, so there's nothing left to challenge us. Oh no, they do have 1 planet left. How did they get a planet left? Oh, you know what? I'll tell you why. I wasn't reading the system summaries each turn. They took back their planet. So you can actually lose planets. That's what happened. They revolted and took it back from us. So I'm just gonna bomb the crap out of them and annihilate them this time. They're completely gone, annihilated, and that's a much easier way to do this. Now the victory.
The power of the ancients is now yours to command. You have crushed all opposition beneath your heel. You rule the greatest empire in living history. Its soldiers' bravery at your command. Your army is undefeatable. Your fleets patrol the skies of every planet and galaxy. This galaxy. But other challenges await the Master of Orion.
Kind of a cute little victory sequence, I think. At the end, it's kind of fun also. You get a turn summary, or like a score summary, so you can actually try to compete for like high scores, which is kind of cool in my opinion. So based on how long it takes, you get a better or worse score. Based on your population, you get points. Obviously, for every race you eliminate, you get 50 points. Every captured colonist is a point. I don't know how exactly technology is configured, but the more technology you discover, the more points you get. The Guardian of Orion, maybe 2 episodes back, wiped out one of our ships, like a scout, in like one shot. So that is what captured Orion is down here. If you were to capture it, you get, I think, 100 or 200 points. It's quite a lot. And if you defeat the Antaran homeworld, which we never went to because we didn't have the technology yet for it, and it's actually pretty beastly. It takes a little bit to beat it. The Antarans, you get like a 250 point bonus, and you'll win the game for doing that. Which is pretty cool. Well done, Soupa is truly one of the best to ever play Master of Orion 2 Battle at Antares. And then there's some built-in scores here, which are kind of funny. But anyway, yeah, so there's a Hall of Fame, which is kind of nice, so you can compete against yourself or other people if you want to go for a score. There are cheat codes. I haven't used them in a long time. I used to use cheat codes a lot in this game when I was a kid, and you can get like unlimited money, like these are legitimate cheat codes. Like you press enter and type in, hold Alt or something and type in the code, and you get your research completed or all your ships built or whatever. If you do that, it tells you at the end, you cheated, your score doesn't count, and it won't count your high score. But anyway, so that is it. I've never played multiplayer. I've only played this as a single player game. You can play it over local area network, and I think people have set up a way to play multiplayer online, like host games and stuff. I think there's a way to do that now. But anyway, so there's the game, and I pretty much showed you the gist of it. I really usually, when I play on my own, or when I play ever, I'll play with 8 races, so like the maximum number of races. I'll play with a custom race where I'll pick my own statistics, my own traits for that race. I'll usually try to wipe out all the enemies except for one. That last enemy, I'll take him down to having like 1 planet, and then I'll go to the Antaran homeworld and try to kill the Antarans, because if you kill them, you get more points than killing the last race would get you. So a lot of ways to kind of maximize points. So I've played this game. It came out, 1996? So I've played this game since I was a kid. For 20 years now I've been playing this game. I got it like a year or so after it came out. I think my dad got it for me for a Christmas gift. I don't even know how he heard of it. And I've played it for 20 years now. It's my most played game, maybe not most played game of all time, but it's the only game I've really played consistently over 20 years. And what I usually do is I'll pull it out probably about once every 2 to 3 months. I'll pull it out, play it for a few days, play a few rounds. That's about it. I mean, there's really not a lot to it in terms of what I do with it, but I enjoy jumping out and kind of wrecking some people in space for a little bit. I really like the branching technology trees, or being able to pick, they don't branch, but being able to pick different tech from each section. That's something I've really enjoyed. And I've really enjoyed in-game combat. It can actually be really fun, the turn-by-turn combat. I've enjoyed that a lot too. It's hard. I've never really found a game that makes me feel the same way this game does. The closest thing I ever have is Sins for a Solar Empire. I only played the original Sins for a Solar Empire, but I really liked that game, and I played it when it first came out. I think like immediately when it launched, I played it for a few months pretty heavily. Really liked that game. It's a bit different because I think it's not, if I remember right, it's not turn-based strategy, turn-based combat. It's like real-time combat. Might be wrong on that, but Sins for Solar Empire is the closest modern game, in my opinion, I've heard of. Although I think some like Civilization type games are probably close too. But I've heard the newer Master of Orion 3 certainly was awful from what I've heard. And Master of Orion 4, which isn't called 4, but it's the newest one, came out in like 2016, was a bit of a letdown apparently, but I haven't played it yet. I own it. I've mentioned this already. It's one of the few games I've ever purchased and never really played. I played like 20 minutes of it, bought it at full price, and just never got the motivation to play it. So I regret that purchase quite a bit. because it's probably a good game. I just didn't give it a chance and haven't taken the time to yet. So anyway, good game, great game, a lot of fun. It's a very specific audience, but it still runs well, still a lot of fun. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I really want to share this game for years, and I finally took the time just to do it. Even if only a few people watch this video, I'm okay. I just feel better knowing that I've taken the time to show off my favorite game. Anyway, that's all for today, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.